Is the price of progress our privacy? Let's ponder on this question for a moment. We live in an era of unprecedented technological growth. The digital revolution has brought us an abundance of innovation, from the smartphones in our pockets to the artificial intelligence that's learning to drive our cars. But as we embrace these advancements, a pertinent question looms in the air: at what cost? This question isn't just theoretical, it's a matter of practical concern that affects each one of us every day. With every click, every swipe, every like, we leave behind a digital footprint. These footprints, seemingly insignificant on their own, collectively form a comprehensive portrait of who we are, our preferences, our habits, our secret desires, all laid bare in the realm of data. This vast and ever-growing data pool is the lifeblood of what's now known as surveillance capitalism. It's a new kind of market where personal data is the most valuable commodity. It's bought, sold, and used to predict and shape our behavior, often without our explicit consent. The ethical dilemmas this poses are profound. Are we comfortable living in a world where our every move is monitored, analyzed, and commoditized? Moreover, the situation becomes even more complex when we consider the role of artificial intelligence. AI is no longer a distant sci-fi concept. It's here, and it's permeating every aspect of our lives. From facial recognition to predictive algorithms, AI systems are being trained on our personal data. But who's ensuring these systems are ethical? Who's safeguarding our biometric futures? And let's not forget about the global landscape. Different countries have different norms when it comes to privacy. In some places, the rights to privacy are heavily protected by law. In others, such protections are virtually non-existent. Where does this leave us in the grand scheme of things? As we venture further into the digital age, the question remains: are we trading our privacy for progress? Surveillance capitalism, a term coined by academic Shoshana Zuboff, but what does it mean? Well, imagine a world where every click, every like, every share you make is a valuable commodity, not just for you, but for corporations who are eager to turn a profit. In essence, surveillance capitalism is the commodification of personal data. It's a business model that thrives on the collection, analysis, and sale of user information. Like a gold miner panning for gold, these companies sift through our digital footprints seeking valuable nuggets of information. This data, once collected, is used to create detailed profiles, predict behaviors, and ultimately, to influence decisions. But who are these digital miners? Well, they're more common than you might think. The usual suspects include tech giants like Google and Facebook. But they're not alone. From online retailers to food delivery apps, a myriad of businesses are joining the data collection rush. The unsettling part? Much of this happens without our explicit consent. Yes, we agree to terms and conditions, but how many of us actually read them? Buried within pages of legalese, these agreements often grant companies broad rights to use and sell our data. But it's not all doom and gloom. There are experts working tirelessly to bring these practices into the light. They are the digital whistleblowers, the privacy crusaders, the Davids in a world of tech Goliaths. They challenge the status quo, question the ethics of data collection, and advocate for transparency. And yet, the wheels of surveillance capitalism continue to turn. Every search, every post, every purchase feeds the machine. As we continue to trade privacy for convenience, the lines between user and product blur. So, where does this leave us? Well, as we navigate the digital landscape, we must remember, our data is valuable. It tells a story about who we are, what we like, and how we live. And in the hands of corporations, it becomes a powerful tool. In the digital age, data is the new oil, and we are the wells. Artificial intelligence, a tool for progress or a threat to privacy? As we delve into the world of artificial intelligence, we embark on a journey of immense possibilities and potential pitfalls. AI, with its ability to analyze vast amounts of data and generate insights at an unprecedented scale, has undoubtedly revolutionized various sectors from healthcare to finance. It has woven itself into the very fabric of our lives, making our daily tasks more efficient and our complex problems more solvable. Yet with this power comes a profound responsibility. The same algorithms that predict disease patterns or optimize traffic flow can also be used to invade our privacy, to analyze our every move, our every click. This dichotomy of AI, as a tool for progress and a potential threat to privacy, is a conundrum that we must grapple with. To shed light on this, let's turn to the insights of experts in the field. Their perspectives range from cautionary tales of Orwellian futures to optimistic visions of AI as a tool for societal good. They remind us that AI, like any tool, is not inherently good or bad. It is how we choose to use it that determines its impact on our lives. They highlight the need for ethical considerations in AI development and deployment. Issues such as transparency in algorithmic decision-making, bias in data sets, and consent for data collection are at the forefront of this conversation. These considerations serve as a reminder that while AI has the potential to greatly enhance our lives, it must be developed and used responsibly. This conversation also draws attention to the role of legislation in regulating AI. In a world where technology often outpaces law, the need for robust legal frameworks to safeguard our privacy while promoting innovation is increasingly important. As AI continues to evolve, so too does the debate on its ethical implications. The potential of AI is vast, but so are the challenges it poses. As we continue our exploration into the vanishing veil of privacy, we must remain vigilant, thoughtful, and proactive in our approach to this powerful tool. As AI continues to evolve, so too does the debate on its ethical implications. Biometric data, the future of security or an invasion of privacy. As we march forward into the digital age, our footprints are becoming less physical and more digital. A key driver in this shift is the increasing reliance on biometric data. Fingerprints, facial recognition, iris scans, and even DNA sequences are now just as likely to unlock doors as they are to unlock smartphones. But as we exchange keys for fingerprints and passcodes for facial scans, we must ask ourselves, at what cost? Biometric data is unchangeable, a unique signature written into our very biology. It's a powerful tool for security, offering a level of personal identification that's hard to forge. But this same permanence that makes it so attractive for security also makes it a potential Pandora's box for privacy. Imagine a world where your face is your passport, your fingerprint your credit card. Convenient, yes. But what happens when these uniquely personal details fall into the wrong hands? Unlike a password, you can't change your face or fingerprints. The implications of biometric data breaches are far-reaching and potentially irreversible. To delve deeper, we turn to the experts. Some argue that the benefits of biometric data far outweigh the risks, that the enhanced security and convenience it brings are worth the potential privacy trade-offs. Others caution that we're trading away our privacy without fully understanding the consequences. They argue that until we have robust regulations and safeguards in place, we're playing with fire. So we find ourselves at a crossroads. On one hand, we have the promise of a future where technology recognizes us as individuals, making our lives easier and more secure. On the other, we face the prospect of a future where our most personal details are stored in databases, vulnerable to misuse and exploitation. With our most personal details now digitized, how secure is our privacy? As we stand on the precipice of this new era, we must decide how we navigate the delicate balance between progress and privacy. The future is here, and the choices we make today will shape the world of tomorrow. Global privacy norms, a patchwork of protection or a privacy paradox. As we delve into the world of data privacy, we uncover a myriad of laws and regulations that vary from one corner of the globe to another. It's like trying to piece together a jigsaw puzzle where each piece is shaped by a different country's perspective on privacy. Let's take a virtual journey. In Europe, we find the General Data Protection Regulation, popularly known as GDPR. It's a robust framework that considers privacy as a fundamental human right, enforcing stringent rules on data collection and usage. It's a model that places individuals at the heart of its legislation. Venture across the Atlantic to the United States, and you'll discover a contrasting approach. Here, privacy laws are sector-specific, focusing more on the nature of data collected rather than the entity collecting it. The lack of a comprehensive federal privacy law means that regulations can vary significantly from one state to another. Now let's jet over to Asia. In countries like China, where the government has a significant role in data regulation, the concept of privacy takes on a different hue. Here, data protection laws often intertwine with issues of national security. Weaving through this global patchwork of data protection laws, we see a spectrum of approaches, each reflecting the cultural, societal, and political nuances of their respective regions. But this diversity in privacy norms also presents a challenge. In an interconnected world where data flows freely across borders, how do we navigate this labyrinth of laws? Let's turn to our experts. They echo the sentiment that harmonizing global data protection laws is no easy feat. It's a complex puzzle that requires balancing the right to privacy against the benefits of data-driven innovation. They advocate for international dialogue and cooperation to create a more uniform approach to data privacy. As we continue to grapple with the complexities of this issue, we are left with a lingering question. In a world connected by data, can we ever truly protect our privacy? Striking the balance between technology and privacy, a necessary compromise or an impossible task? This is the question we find ourselves grappling with in our increasingly digital world. Let's start by exploring the role of regulation. Laws and regulations have always been the backbone of societal order, and they hold the potential to play a crucial role in this digital era too. They can set boundaries for what is acceptable and what isn't, in the realm of technology and privacy. But this is easier said than done. Crafting effective legislation requires a deep understanding of technology, a foresight of its trajectory, and an appreciation of its societal implications. And let's not forget, these laws need to be enforceable across borders in an interconnected world. Now, let's turn to technology design. Technological advancements have often been a double-edged sword, offering immense benefits while simultaneously posing new challenges. But what if we could design technology with privacy at its core? Privacy by design is a concept gaining traction among tech enthusiasts and experts. It proposes building privacy safeguards into technology from the ground up, rather than as an afterthought. This approach could potentially minimize privacy risks and foster greater trust in technology. Lastly, we cannot overlook the role of individual responsibility. In a world where our digital footprint is expanding, each of us has a part to play in protecting our privacy. This could be as simple as being mindful of the information we share online, understanding the privacy policies of the platforms we use, or demanding greater transparency from tech companies. Striking the balance between technology and privacy is indeed a complex task. It requires the concerted efforts of lawmakers, technologists, and individuals alike. But it's not an insurmountable challenge. In fact, it presents us with an opportunity to shape a future where technology serves us, without compromising our privacy. The balance between technology and privacy, a challenge for our time and perhaps our greatest opportunity. As we grapple with the balance between technological advancements and privacy, we must ask ourselves, what is the price of progress? In our exploration, we've seen the rise of surveillance capitalism, a phenomenon that has woven itself into the fabric of our societies. Our online activities, our biometric data, even our emotions, are being commoditized, often without our explicit consent. It is a reality that has become as ubiquitous as the devices and platforms that facilitate it. We've delved into the world of artificial intelligence, a realm that is both fascinating and alarming. The promise of AI is undeniable, yet the ethical concerns it raises are profound. As we continue to entrust these algorithms with more of our lives, the question remains, are they friend or foe? We've examined how the future of privacy looks like a patchwork of protection, with global norms and regulations struggling to keep pace with the rapid evolution of technology. In some parts of the world, stringent regulations are in place. In others, the landscape is more akin to the Wild West. We've pondered the delicate act of striking a balance, harnessing the power of technology to improve our lives, while ensuring our fundamental right to privacy is not compromised. It's a tightrope walk that demands careful thought, robust debate, and decisive action. As we stand on the precipice of a future shaped by technological progress, it is incumbent upon us to consider these issues deeply. Each one of us has a stake in this narrative. Our privacy, our freedoms, our very identities are intertwined with the trajectory of these advancements. So let's continue the conversation. Let's question, challenge, and engage with these topics. Let's shape the future with intention, not merely react to it. Because when it comes to the intersection of technology and privacy, there is no bystander. We are all participants. In the end, we must decide, is our privacy the price of progress?